Jaswanth, and uh, I'm just stuttering like this. I just went blank for 1 minute, and then I realized what happens if I speak the rest of the part. The problem is to begin. Then I forgot the beginning. Attitude, but I took that as a challenge, and I become isolate for 4 months to improve my English, and I practiced every day nonstop for 3 hours without giving any breaks. That's what I did. I don't have any companion. I don't have any
Mhm.
partner to speak. I just used AI tools and I just believe that humans cannot correct everything.
Exactly, you used to practice with an AI, right? So which AI did you use and what helped you the most?
Okay, nowadays students are speaking, I mean, English is not a flex in metropolitan cities.
Mm, yes.
It's not a big flex. But what about the students coming from rural and urban areas? What about them? They're struggling a lot in colleges. I've seen that they're struggling to give meetings or else just the 5 minutes presentation in college.
Good evening, I would say. How are you?
Yes, ma'am. I'm fine. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Yes, I'm doing pretty well as well. Had a really busy day today, so everything is fine. Did you have a busy day today?
Yes, ma'am. It's a little bit hectic. I traveled a lot and now I just got some free time and now I'm utilizing it here.
Mhm. Great. So tell us a bit about yourself. I have no idea about you, so please introduce yourself.
Sure, ma'am. I'm Jaswanth. My native place is Tirupati and I have done my MBA in marketing and HR last year. I graduated in 2026, sorry, 2025. But
Mm-hmm.
right now I'm working as a content strategist at an edtech company and the CEO is my friend and I'm helping them in order to grow together.
Okay. You work at a startup.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
That's great to hear about you. So do you take classes online, offline?
Yes, ma'am. I do take classes in online, but I don't encourage group classes. Usually, I only take one-on-one sessions. That would be much better to give them the more value.
Definitely. And is it just for communication training or do you do spoken English?
No, ma'am. Only communication training. I don't teach spoken English and I don't focus on grammar things because I choose a purely unprofessional way. But it is the most interesting way, and there will be a lot of e- exciting activities to do in that.
Okay. You help in building people's confidence. So tell me, were you always confident when you were growing up, or is it something that you have built and trained yourself to?
Yes, ma'am. I'm from Tirupati, as I said, and I'm a Telugu guy, where we only speak Telugu in schools.
Okay.
And I didn't, I mean, I'm not a student from top tier colleges or schools. I'm always a type 3 college and type 3 student. There, we used to speak very less in English, and we don't have an environment. That's obviously the problem nowadays for everybody. Then eventually, uh, I grown up a little bit, and then I joined my MBA after
Mm.
completing my hotel management. By the way, my bachelor's degree is hotel management. Okay, after that, I joined my MBA. Then I realized one day I'm presenting myself as an MC
Mm-hmm.
where I'm hosting everybody and I'm going to explain the event rules and regulations.
Okay.
In that event, there are four MCs and I'm one of them. The
Mm-hmm.
three people have finished their part. That's
Okay.
fine. They did very well. But that is the first time for me on the stage, and in front of me, there are almost 250 to 300 plus people. They're just staring at me and they're just waiting for my message. There started my journey. And it started I started my introduction as, hi guys, this is Jaswanth, and uh, I'm just stuttering like this. I just went blank for 1 minute. And then I realized what happens if I speak the rest of the part. The problem is to begin. Then I forgot the beginning. I
Mm.
just continued the rest of the part confidently and delivered it properly. That's what I did. And in the process, I observed that at last, in the last row, there are people laughing at me. Those are my friends. But I didn't take that as a positive attitude, but I took that as a challenge. And I become isolate for 4 months to improve my English. and I practiced every day nonstop for 3 hours without giving any breaks. That's what I did. I don't have any companion. I don't have any
Mhm.
partner to speak. I just used AI tools, and I just believe that humans cannot correct everything.
Yes.
I believe that as AI tools can correct everything, but we need to know how to utilize them in the
Mm.
right way.
Mm.
That changed that process, and that isolation changed everything.
Mm. Wow, quite a journey. I mean, you will never forget that incident for the rest of your life.
Yes, ma'am. First and foremost incident. And now in the organization where I told you my friends EduTech platform, there I'm giving seminars, I'm giving presentations, and I'm taking webinars, and I'm also a corporate trainer there.
Mm.
I'm working as a multiple roles.
Great job, yeah. And you told you were practicing for 3 hours straight. So would you mind telling what exactly you practice? You used to practice with an AI, right? So which AI did you use and what helped you the most?
Yes, ma'am. When I'm a student, there is an option called for ChatGPT. It gave us some student membership for free,
Okay.
completely free.
Mm-hmm.
Once in a while, it's just a short period of time. They launched it, and then at that time I utilized it. Because of that, I got 20 to 30 minutes extra time to use voice assistants of ChatGPT.
Mm.
Got it? There, I used only ChatGPT to speak a lot. If I reach any limit, I use Gemini. But majority of the times, I don't focus on topics I choose.
Mm.
We all know that on particular topics, we are already good,
Okay.
and we have a certain knowledge on them.
Mm.
First, we need to realize what are the knowledge and what are the topics we can speak about continuously and freely. I choose those topics and I started speaking. For example, I do workouts and gym.
Mm-hmm.
That is the topic I choose. And whatever the information I know about the gym, body parts, and physical movements, the workout names, and the diet, nutrition, everything. These are the subtopics. On every topic, I can speak almost 5 to 6 minutes, right? Even though
Mm.
if I do mistakes, even though I
Yes.
stutter a lot, I can speak.
Mm.
That's where that's what I realized. I don't choose a particular topic and I don't set of time to speak. I don't have any limitations.
Okay.
So that's where regardless of the topic and regardless of duration, I started speaking. Even though I do mistakes, even though I only use voice assistants, or else if anybody is holding an iPhone, they can use inbuilt voice assistant,
Mm.
that voice to text format. Or
Yes.
else nowadays there is an app Whisper Flow.
Okay.
They can use it to speak.
Mm.
The thing is only we need to speak
Yes.
regardless of the topics. That is the exercise which I choose.
Mm.
And eventually, I started increasing the level and intensity to
Mm.
change the word, to change the
Okay.
word patterns. In the initial stage, I started speaking like just 5 to 6 words as a sentence.
Mm.
Uh, Gradually, it increased. Now I can speak paragraphs.
Yes. And what kept you
And that's what
motivated?
happened.
Because when you are self-studying, you need a lot of motivation. If some you have paid somebody to train you, you rely on them and then you keep your practice. But when you're practicing by yourself, you require great deal of motivation, dedication to be consistent. What kept you going?
And that's a good question. But I don't call it as a motivation, man. I call it as responsibility.
Okay.
Responsibility on themselves. We need to have some certain of responsibility on our future
Hmm.
because that depends on us. That depends on our current actions. And whatever we are doing now, it replicates. I mean, that's going to be showing the results in future. So that's what I realized. And in college, I worked on a lot of projects and my own a dream company to
Okay.
build for students.
Hmm.
While thinking about it, I started researching for almost 7 months, and I had 700 pages of research papers right now.
Okay.
I'm holding it.
Mm-hmm.
And in that journey, while researching, I got to know a lot of information about Indian students, especially the Indian subcontinent,
Okay.
where students are focusing on entertainment over education and knowledge.
Mm.
Sadly, we need to accept it,
It's true.
but the hope is we can change. We can change at least some people. So that's where I understood. Okay, nowadays students are speaking, I mean, English is not a flex in metropolitan cities.
Mm, yes.
It's not a big flex. But what about the students coming from rural and urban areas? What about them? They're struggling a lot in colleges. I've seen that they're struggling to give meetings, or else just the 5 minutes presentation in college, or else a book review, whatever the colleges are trying to make them practice all these things just to improve their confidence and communication skills. But students are not focused on education right now.
Mm,
Why? The question why is uh, mi- speaking honestly, I don't like the education system, what happens in India,
yeah.
because the syllabus they're reading, that's fine. Everybody needs to understand what is the history and what are the core fundamentals. That is okay. But fundamentals are to give a best foundation for any topic or for any subject.
Yes.
But what about the practical skills and implementation process, the executing process? Students and colleges are lacking in that.
Yes.
Students they got habituated from their childhood to just listen that as a theoretical knowledge, and when it's time, when they are going to enter into the market is expecting
Yes.
that's completely different. That's what
Yes.
happens. So every student feel that as a responsibility for their future. They have to take the stand.
Great response, and definitely inspiring to a lot of youth who are wasting their time on more on entertainment rather than education. So, did you study in an English medium or Telugu medium school?
I studied, I mean, English medium. I studied
Okay.
in English medium.
But you would lack, we don't have enough speaking opportunities, irrespective of the medium. That's true. And what you said about
Mm.
theory and practical, even that's true. When I was studying, we didn't have enough of practicals to learn coding, execute. And not everybody had laptops or systems with them at their home, right? So, whatever they had to do, they had to practice in the college. And theoretically, you can read the code and you can learn C, C++, everything you can learn. But then when you're executing one small error and you don't know how to fix it, you need more of practical knowledge for that. But now every student
And that's very
on
true.
every desk they have a computer and laptop, and I envy that totally.
That's really, I mean, it's really a hard thing to accept. But nowadays, government is taking some new challenges and new schemes
Hmm.
they're introducing to the students to learn
True.
this. But even I have done a survey on it
Okay.
when I was in MBA. I did a project on that, a
Hmm.
survey on government activities on any location. I
Okay.
just used a sample of almost 300 people
Hmm.
on that project, on that survey.
Hmm.
There I understood. I chose three topics. One is education schemes, second one is insurance schemes, and the third one is, uh, third one is the new internships and all the schemes which are introduced for students.
Okay.
There I realized almost 90% of the people don't even know that.
Hmm.
So government need to take an initiative on this to just look forward to reach the corner of every state and every city, every urban and rural.
Hmm. Right. And
That's
in
where people will understand. Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead.
yeah, in your English and communication journey, what was the biggest challenge that you faced, and how did you overcome it?
Uh, yes, ma'am. I'm just realizing that those are not challenges. Those are all opportunities to grow.
Mm.
Nowadays, I clearly realized that, okay, there is a challenge and we all see that as a problem. But I see that as an opportunity to grow because that is a positive problem which can help us to grow. That is the kind of mindset I maintain. So that's why my answers will be in a different way.
Yes.
And okay, in a good perspective, the challenge which I faced is to find a partner in the beginning of my journey.
True. A lot of people have
Eventually,
it.
yeah, yes, ma'am. Eventually, I started finding AI tools
Mm.
which are just very generic AI tools like ChatGPT and Gemini. Till date, I didn't download it or I didn't use any apps to practice English.
Okay.
Only because by using voice assistants in ChatGPT, I can get answers in voice format and also in text format in the background.
Yes.
There I can there I can watch it and I can read it out loud. Then I can clearly listen to it again, the mistakes I made, and I clearly ask for reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Firstly, when I'm finding the pattern to learn the knowledge or acquiring the communication skills, I clearly understood one thing that if I'm going to ask ChatGPT to give me few topics to speak, it'll give me few topics, but I'll answer it. I'll answer to that particular topic, and in return, it'll give me the feedback.
Mm.
But I don't want ChatGPT to give me the feedback.
Okay.
There, what I did is I started speaking the answer and even the review. I'm the one who's giving it on my communication skills. Then I asked ChatGPT to analyze the whole scenario. There I realized what are the actual problems.
Mm.
That to find the pattern, it took me almost 2 months of practice. Then I realized,
Yes.
okay, this is the pattern I need to use.
Mm. That is self-realization. It is like you should know what you're doing,
Absolutely.
right? To analyze that
Yeah.
you did this. Oh, that's great. Whatever you practiced, that's really nice. And you have a very nice mindset, very positive and good. But why do you think so many people struggle with speaking English or expressing their opinions in spite of knowing a lot of things? And you also practice with AI, right? That is different. But when you face real people and then start speaking, that's a different kind of challenge. So, what do you think? Why do people struggle so much?
They have a thought that they'll feel embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
They'll get embarrassed in front of people while speaking, or else they'll get judged.
Yes.
This is what people think. But if we see the stats or if we see the research papers
Mm.
that every university in the US and in India released,
Mm.
there is clearly they mention that as if in front of anybody, if you're going to be weird or if you got any embarrassed, if you got any embarrassed situations, they'll just forget you in just 7 to 8 seconds.
Yes.
They'll not at all remember it.
Mhm.
They just don't care about you. I mean, care about the people.
Yes.
People need to realize this. And even these situations where they are going to face all the problems and struggles, getting
Mm.
judged by someone and feeling embarrassed. And while speaking, they stutter a lot and
Yes.
they don't know how to speak. They need to find a good batch of friends, a good batch of people.
Mm.
They need to find a productive people surrounding them. They have to be surrounded by them.
Mm.
That's where these people will get interest to develop. Okay, I'm not matching their level, so I need to do something to reach there. That's the spirit they need to maintain. And no one should care about what people are thinking about them. They just need to do it. Just do it continuously. Just do it. Just repeat it. Follow the repetitive process. Even when a children, as I already told that in video, the children don't learn from books. They just
Yes.
start listening to people and they'll
Mm.
just repeat it again and again. Even though they do mistake, they don't care
Yep.
because children are really adaptive to anything. If they like it, they'll start doing it. As a person or as a Indian citizen, nowadays English is a biggest thing that everybody should learn, which is communication skills. They
Yes.
need to have good set of communication skills. For that, they have to realize that no one is helping them. No one is going to help them. They have to focus on their communication skills. They have to assess their own communication skills, and then they have to list the problems they have, solve it one by one. Don't dump everything, just solve it one by one.
Mm.
Eventually, it'll take almost 3 to 4 months to see the results. The major problem is everybody is focusing on instant gratification, not the
Yes.
long-term process.
That's true.
So
I get a lot
I'm
of
feeling very
mails
bad about it.
saying, yeah, yeah, I have only 2 to 3 months for my interview. Please tell me how can I become fast? How can I become fluent fast? Tell me, give me the roadmap. I get mails such.
Ma'am, that's a great thing that you got at least 2 to 3 months of time. People who are joining in communication classes with me,
Okay.
they're asking in the second day, did you see any result? Did you see any
Oh,
change? I don't know how to make them convinced, but I clearly say that listen to me properly. This is not how it works. This is not how it's going to work. It's completely a different process. See, learning English is an art.
Mm,
It's not just for interview purposes, not just for presentation skills. It's not just like that. It is a clear art that you can share your messages in more creative way. If you are going to be in sales,
mm.
that will be a different perspective. If you are going to be in a top level management, you are going to guide people. You are going to become as a mentor. People need to realize a lot of things, man. That's why I'm changing my content. Even though I'm not getting a good reach, but I'm changing my content that to make them understand it is not that you need to focus on only interview communication skills. It's an
Mm.
overall communication skills.
Okay, yeah.
That's my clear motto.
Mm. And also, you gave a very nice point that is environment matters. You have to be with people who continuously uplift yourself.
Yeah,
And
yes,
people
ma'am.
usually hang out with friends who are like always criticizing them. Criticism is okay unless it is constructive criticism. That is better rather than people, hey, why do you want to speak in English? You're in India. Have you forgotten that? And other things, right? Many people do that. So I think just refrain yourself from such group and have a group with by looking at whom you get inspired to do better and better. So that is a very good point that you raised.
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm. What according to you is
Thanks
the
for the
biggest
appreciation. Mhm.
what according to you is the biggest myth about fluency that people have?
Always, people will just think that fluency is a speaking fast.
Hmm.
Fluency is
True.
speaking fast. That's a true misconception.
Yes.
Actual fluency is speaking clearly. Speaking clearly, even though you use simple English, simple vocabulary, but you just need to deliver your message clearly
Hmm.
with more clarity. That's what fluency is.
Yes.
That's what I think, ma'am.
Yes. I totally
Because if
agree
we
with
start
you.
speak, Mhm.
Hmm.
Yes, ma'am. If we start speaking very fast, we stutter a lot when we use filler words and
Yes.
we do a lot of mistakes.
Yes.
By the way, the biggest point that I forgot is people themselves care about their mistakes.
Yes.
But the problem here is while speaking, even though in this meeting, I started speaking very fast a little bit, there I realized I did some mistakes. If I start noticing my mistakes, you can also notice that. So I don't notice my mistakes. I just keep going.
Hmm.
That's what people need to realize. If they focus on their mistakes, even the opposite listener can easily understand that they did mistake.
Hmm. You should
That's
be
the
good at
point.
faking. Even
Yes,
when
ma'am.
I was talking, like this session, I don't know, my mind is everywhere. So I'm making a few mistakes here and there, but then I'm not caring about it. I'm more into communicating and talking to you. So I think that's what people should focus on. So yeah, you have to focus on your mistakes, but later part, not during the conversation. You try to make
Yes, ma'am.
yourself better and better,
Definitely.
but not during while talking to a person. There's always room for improvement, right? So after the session, after
Yes,
the
ma'am. Definitely.
conversation, work on yourself, no problem.
Yes, ma'am. That is the right approach.
Hmm.
We should not interrupt in between, or we should not um, get that
Distracted.
as an embarrassing moment. Yeah, we should
Hmm.
not get distracted on that particular time. We
Hmm.
just need to keep going.
That's right. Okay. What's your message to somebody who is struggling or they feel stuck? Because a youth do that, right? And you understand their pain point really well. So I want to hear from you. What is your message to them in general, not only English or communication? So try to motivate them.
Remove the scratch from your life. Just focus on just focus on the important things, which will give you more beneficiary things
Yes.
in entire your life. Remove the fake friends.
Hmm.
Only be with who will support you. Or else, if you are not going to support them, if you are going to hold that kind of mindset, change your mindset. Be isolated. Start working on your skills. Don't reach out people for help. Find it out yourself. Do
Hmm.
research. There are a
Yes.
lot of skills. A lot of sources available out there to do research right in today's
Hmm.
scenario.
That's right.
That's what my biggest message to the students and the youth.
That's a great message. So, any questions from your end? Because I asked you a lot of questions. Did you want to ask or tell me something?
No, ma'am, I want to know what's your journey and how many days I mean, what was your past and how are you doing currently? And maybe something about your future plans and all. I mean,
Sure.
what is your goal?
Okay. Firstly, to break the ice, I would like to say that I am not very ambitious in my life. Also,
Okay.
I'm a woman. I'm a full-time homemaker, so it's pretty okay to take it slow. I'm a laid-back person, so that's the first point. My journey, I finished my engineering in 2008 in computer science. Later, I got placed in the campus interviews, and I worked for Tech Mahindra at Bangalore. I just worked for 2 years. After that, I got married, a huge career gap of around 10 years. I had kids, and then I was like, wondering what to do next and how to utilize my free time once my children were at school. Then I started training for spoken English on online platforms. I started teaching English. Then I thought, let me start my own YouTube channel because conversations were happening and people were liking them. So I thought, okay, my English is fairly decent, so let's go ahead and start creating content. So that's how my journey with YouTube started. It's been 2.5 years, and I'm here as of now. For the future, I would love to start, I mean, keep creating content. This is something I enjoy the most. And more than passion, I think it has become obsession for me as of now. It's like want to keep creating content and I just enjoy doing that. That's it. I'm not expecting any results or whatever. I just want to provide helpful content to people. So that's my only ambition looking forward and success, failure, and I don't have those terms in my dictionary. So just keep going.
Got it, ma'am. You got a such inspirational story for a lot of women in nowadays. For every
Yes.
woman, this is an inspirational story. That we should not give up. We should not give up on anything. Some days we'll do less. Some days we are going to keep it a full high,
Yes.
but we just need to keep it balanced. But we have to do it consistently every single day. That's what it is, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. I got inspired right now.
Even you inspired me because at such a young age, you have great maturity and great messages and great way of answering to questions. Because I'm sure you have done a lot of research and you have been in the right kind of environment to be able to answer or put across such points. So that was really inspirational. And I really hope people find motivation from this video and learn a lot from you. So great and keep going. I wish you all the success in your life.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you, and I'm wishing you the same. We need to help a lot of people to change their mindsets and to change their communication skills, and they have
Hmm.
to be successful because of us.
Great motive. So, all the best and you have a good day.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Bye bye.
Yeah, ma'am. Bye.